All right, here's Unit 2, solving for x. The name of the game is doing the opposite. So on question 7, I see a plus 3 and I do a minus 3. When you do the opposite, you're doing it to both sides to keep the equation balanced. Now I see a times 2, so I do a divide by 2 and I get x is equal to 32. If you substitute that back in, you should see 2 times 32 is 64, and 64 plus 3 is 67, so I know it's the correct equation. All right, number 8. I see a minus. Opposite of minus is plus. So I have x divided by 2 is equal to 2. Now I see a fraction, which is a division problem. So I multiply by 2. X is equal to 4. If you substitute it back in, 4 divided by 2 is 2. And 2 minus 5 is negative 3. So I know I'm right. Looking at question 9, I'm going to do the opposite of minus 7. It's plus 7. Notice that I don't add 7 to the 2x. They're different things. You don't add letters to numbers. I add the 7 to the negative 1. So I have 4x equals negative 2x plus 6. Is that the only thing you could do? Nope. Could have done something else to get started. That's just something that I saw. Now I'm going to add 2x to both sides because adding is the opposite of a negative. Now I have 6x on the left side equals 6. Your goal is always to get your letters on one side, usually the left, although it doesn't really matter, and get your numbers on the other side. Because then you can divide by the coefficient, and you get x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1 is the correct answer, because 4 times 1 is 4, and 4 minus 7 is negative 3. If I try it on the left side, I get negative 2 times 1. Negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. Okay, last one for this first row. When I see a division symbol, I multiply. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 8. So x is equal to 9 times 8 divided by 12. You can grab a calculator if you need, or you could do 72 divided by 12 because 9 times 8 is 72. And 12 goes in there 6 times. And if you think about it, 6 divided by 8 is the same as 9 divided by 12. They're both 3/4. Moving down, number 11, I've got some parentheses. When we have parentheses, we're distributing. So you're multiplying 4 times 2x, 4 times 3. Right side I haven't done anything with. I'm just copying it back down. Now it's just like the problem we did before. I'm going to get my numbers to be on the left side, or on the right side, I guess. So I minus 12 because that's the opposite of plus. And then I'm going to get my letters on the left side. So I minus 8x because that's the opposite of a positive 8x. And I get 0 equals negative 17. At this point, there is no solution. There's no way that 0 can equal negative 17. So just write the words, no solution. In fact, if you checked your answer, if you tried to put a number back in, you would see that the left side is always 17 bigger than the right side. Okay, now looking at number 12. It's got parentheses. We know what to do. Multiply. So 4 times x, 4 times 6. Next, I've got x's on the same side. I don't need to do the opposite because they're not on opposite sides. They're on the same side, so I just add 4x plus 2x, and I get 6x plus 24 equals 24. Minus 24 from both sides, so I get 6x equals 0. Divide by 6, and I get x equals 0. Please notice, x equals 0 is a solution. X equals 0 is a number. You do not write no solution when you get x equals 0. Your solution is 0. If you try plugging 0 in, you will see that the left side equals 24, and the right side also does. And that's the only number that works. So you can say I have one solution, and that one and only solution is the number 0. That is very different than the example I just did in blue, where there is no number that works. 0 doesn't work, 10 doesn't work, 6.5 doesn't work, nothing works on number 11. On number 12, 0 is the one and only number that works. On number 13, I see two fractions, and so I multiply by 3 and I multiply by 4. Multiplying cancels a fraction. So I have 4 times x plus 5 equals 3 times x. We've just been practicing distributive property, so it should be familiar by now. 4 times x plus 4 times 5. On this one, because my x's are already on the right side, I'm just going to subtract 4x from both sides. So I'm going to have 20 equals negative 1x and divide by negative 1. Negative 20 is equal to x. If you substitute negative 20 in, you'll see that both sides are equal to negative 5. Last one. Let's go back to the black ink here. Okay, just a pretty straightforward one. Distribute 3x, 3 times 4. Get your numbers on the right side. Divide by 3. And you get x is equal to 8. Notice that if you plug in 8, if you substitute 8, 8 minus 4 is 4, and 3 times 4 is 12. That's it for Unit 2. I'll make Unit 3 and Unit 4 in separate videos.